Some good news from the Rugby Football League disciplinary, John. Connor Farrell sending off sufficient.
Yes, I think that's a sensible decision, in all honesty, and I think they've looked at the incident in the context of the game, and they've looked at the incident obviously as an isolated piece of foul play, and they felt it's been dealt with, and that's it. And so we move on. So we're really pleased.
And we move on to a home game against Rochdale at Odsal on Sunday.
Yeah, and again, it's another challenge. We've just got two teams that we haven't played now. Obviously Rochdale on Sunday, then we go over to Toronto, and then we'll have played everybody once. So I think then we'll see really where we are at the halfway stage, what we can aspire to, and really crack on with the second half of the season. But in the immediacy, we have to forget all about that, and we have to look at the Rochdale fixture, ensure that we're recovered, prepared, and energised and ready to go on that Sunday to meet a challenge of a good team who I don't think the results reflect their ability. When you look at, they've got people like Carl Forster who's up front and a real good middle unit player, Scott Moore as well, clever from dummy half, Stuart Howarth, a good half-back. You look at Johnson as a second rower from Warrington, you look at the other Jack Johnson who's on the wing as Joe Reggie from Warrington. They've got some good players, so we know full well that we'll be challenged, as we say every week, because it's a challenging competition, and we've got to be at our best, so our prep's going to have to be spot on.
Do you expect any Easter hangovers?
Well, the whole idea of the 4-game sort of mini season that we've had has been to attempt to negate that. That's why there's been a fair bit of rotation. It's why some players have played those minutes. Some players have had the minutes restricted, so that hopefully we're as energised and as ready to play as we possibly can be in that game. The game I was really concerned about was Monday, because Barrow hadn't played in the Cup the previous week. We'd had a 5 and a 3-day turnaround. They'd had a sort of a 12-day and then a 3-day. So, I was pretty concerned about that. So I was just delighted to get the win. And obviously on Sunday, it's more of a level playing field, because Rochdale have done it Friday, Monday, and then playing us, just as we've done Friday, Monday, then playing Rochdale.
Is there any team news, John, ahead of Sunday's game?
No, we're still assessing what we're doing, because obviously one of the things we're doing, once we haven't trained yet on the field. That's been part of our rest and recovery protocol. So the first session will be today, this afternoon, and then we'll see how that goes before we look at our 19-man squad, and especially who's going to play against Rochdale. And obviously there's some people who will be ruled out through the minutes, because we've not only got Rochdale as well, we've got some pretty important games coming in the month after that. We've got a heck of a 4-game period after that.
It's been quite an April for you, John. If you finish Sunday's game with a win, that'll be 6 wins in all competitions throughout the month of April.
Right, well, it'll be good, yeah. It'll be a cracking month, yeah. So, you get some down months, as we possibly had early in the season. You get some good months, as we've possibly just had. But, in the fullness of time, all that matters is where we finish at the end of September, October. And that's what we've got our eye on, and that's what we'll continue to work towards.
Has it come as a surprise, this turnaround? If you win on Sunday, it'll be then 7 games unbeaten? No. I mean, I always felt that we're improving. I felt if we nailed one game, we'd nail a series of games, and that's what we've done. And these players have become more used to the level of competition in the Championship, and know full well we can't have any looseness or any switching off, lack of concentration at this level, because you can't. It's a higher level than what we played at last season. So I'm delighted where we're at, and I'm excited by what's to come. And in terms of the long-term injuries, John, is it Joe Keys, Rhys Evans and J.H. Cox?
Yes, and George Flanagan
with
his thumb. Yes, so those 4 are obviously out of of contention. There'll be others as well who've got bumps and bruises, but as I say, we've got to see them on the field really this afternoon to really assess them and identify which game they'll be ready to come back for.